I call today's meeting to order. Roll call.
Chair Lane,
Here.
Vice Chair Hodge,
Here.
and Commissioner Bichotte.
Here.
Okay.
Do you want me to read that, Diane?
Yes, would you please?
Sure. So the special announcements regarding public comment, please wait for the commission chair to ask for speakers at each item. When it's time, please use the raise your hand function online to request to speak. If you're attending by telephone, please press *9. You'll be unmuted online, or your area code and last 2 digits of your phone number will be called for when it's time for you to speak. Please be aware that Personnel Commission Rule 2.9a states that employees, organizations, and other interested parties will be provided reasonable opportunity to present their views orally. Your comments should not exceed 3 minutes. Please begin by saying your name.
Thank you.
Okay.
Could I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
I move to approve tonight's agenda of October 21st, 2020.
Okay, second.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved in second. Is there any discussion?
No.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. No opposed. I'm going to comments, Personnel Commission comments. Andy?
Hi, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy fall and to tell everyone to be very careful if you're trick-or-treating. Make sure that you wear your masks and stay 6 feet away at least. And everybody vote on November 3rd.
Thank you. Pat?
Yeah, I echo those comments. Have a safe Halloween. I know it's going to be different this year. And yeah, please vote. Also want to, 2 passings that just happened. One, I just found out about Robert Enos. He was a custodian and recently passed away, and send condolences to his family. And then the other one is David Krug, who just passed away from colon cancer. I think it was last week. So
Yeah, it was just not long ago. Yeah.
but anyway, I would appreciate having the closing the meeting in their memory.
Thank you for
Fernando,
both of them.
did we mention last meeting about the other passing away of Sandy Haynes? I don't know if we did. Did we?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember if I read it or it was announced.
I'm sure I would have announced it.
Yeah, I think that it probably happened around between this meeting and last meeting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking it was maybe the 18th. It was just before our September meeting. Yeah, and I was sorry to hear about Dave. I've known him for a lot of years, so I don't have anything else than that. I hope everybody's continually coping with the distance learning. It's hard on everybody, so I just hope everybody stays well.
And Pat, what was the last name of the second gentleman? Dave
Krug. K-R-U-G.
K-R-U-G.
Okay.
He was actually married to Judy Harrison, who was the library. I forget.
Yeah,
what
she
it's
was
called.
head of library
The
services.
library services. That's it. Yeah.
And he was a music teacher for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that the gentleman that she was with all these
Yeah.
years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Sorry to hear.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Yeah, really nice guy.
Okay, Mr. Yanis, you have any comments?
No, well, just to clarify, our last PC meeting was on the 16th. So just to acknowledge, the passing of Sandy Haynes, which is
Yeah.
a few days after that. So
Okay,
I think as Pat, if we can just add her to as we close out this meeting in silence, kind of honoring these folks and that have we've been fortunate enough to cross paths with in our life and work and even in our personal crossings. I just from reports and the such, I did want to report that we have concluded our contract negotiations with SEIU with both units. And it was, you know, as difficult as negotiations can be sometimes, it was great having Kim there at the table, you know, as the lead, and SEIU is an incredible team to work with. And we really enjoyed it. It really kind of was refreshing. Zoom is not the best kind of forum, but it kind of works in this instance. So it worked well. So hopefully they're going to ratify, and these will go to board next month. Again, I felt that it was very productive and very very good work. Other than that, you know, obviously, I'm sure you're aware that the County of Alameda has moved into the orange status, and they're, you know, they've already started accepting waivers for schools to open as of October 13th, I believe it was. Just so that you know where we are at Hayward, we're not even close to that process. You know, we definitely have to bargain the impacts and the effects of you know, of opening, and so there's a lot of pieces that go into that. What we are trying to do though, in the meanwhile, is start small cohort instruction so that we can support some small groups of students that, you know, really, I mean, Zoom just isn't the best for everyone. There are some kids who thrive off of it, and then there are several who just, you know, they need that that personal experience, you know, the traditional one. So we're working on that. We're you know, we obviously have to have a meet and confer process with our labor partners, but we're hoping to jumpstart something to that with that in mind by November, late October. So other than that, you know, we continue to move forward, you know, and as Andy said, you know, maintaining, you know, our social distances of 6 feet. You know, we have a screening process when we come into the district office. I'm noticing that people, I think, are getting a little bit more cabin fever because we are starting to see more cars in the parking lot as folks are coming to work, and you know, maybe it's a little respite from home. But we don't know what the new normal is going to be, but we're definitely wishing everyone safety and healthy practices, especially as was pointed out, you know, one of our first major holidays with regards to Halloween is coming upon us, and we're interested in what that's going to look like. And then maybe just in closing, we did receive a lot of donations from, I believe, Walmart, back to school supplies, because I don't think people were buying them. So they donated pallets upon pallets. So we're really working on how do we get those distributed to the school sites so that we can have pickup events for our families. So not necessarily, you know, kind of following hand in hand with the whole trick or treat kind of custom, but also kind of with the fall, you know, kind of like, you know, so just kind of melding those two so that we can get those out to our families. And that concludes my comments.
Will those go to primarily elementary, or how do you decide who those supplies go to?
We're going to get those to the school sites. I think that there are for all levels, but I haven't, I know we're just trying to get some support folks there to help them put them, there's just pallets of them to get them out. So I think that from there, Ed Services has a big piece in that role so that they can determine who and what supplies are you know, most appropriate for what age groups. But I think that we want to kind of be as equitable as possible with them. So I don't have an idea as to what we have other than it is a boatload of stuff.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments? Christy, could you read this section?
Absolutely. The public section of, or the public comment section of the agenda provides an opportunity for the public to address the Personnel Commission on any item of interest that is within the Personnel Commission's jurisdiction. Comments are welcome. However, please be advised that the Commission is prohibited by law from taking any action on an item brought by the speaker that is not currently listed on this agenda. Again, you can use your raise the hand. If you're calling by telephone, *9, and we will call on you. And it looks like we just have Debbie and Jackie here joining us today, and neither of them have their hand up, so we can continue.
Okay, thank you. Section D, consent agenda. Could I have a motion
I move
to,
that consent. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Gonna do that? I wasn't sure because you're muted.
I'm muted.
No,
I am. I move to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, second.
I second.
Is there any discussion? Okay, it's been moved and seconded to adopt the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, moving on to section E, information and discussion. Classified staffing report.
So again, this is
Go ahead.
the most
Sorry.
recent information for the classified staffing list and the comings and goings and retirements and movements in the district that Christy puts together based on, I think it goes up to the, not the last Wednesday's board meeting, but the one before that. Christy, is that correct? October 14th? Yeah.
Yeah, just last Wednesday, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Mhm. We're not that far yet.
Okay,
Okay.
any discussion on those?
No.
Okay, we'll move along to section F. Ratification of eligibility lists.
I move to approve the eligibility lists listed in the agenda.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Any questions?
No.
Okay, there's no questions. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Approve recruitment plan for personnel commissioner vacancy.
I move to approve the recruitment plan for the personnel commissioner vacancy.
A second?
Do I second that?
It's your fault.
I guess I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Well, it would happen anyway. So whether I'm
Yeah.
here or not, they'd still have to go through the process.
So this is just the general timeline that we usually use. We can open it up tomorrow. I had it closed right before Thanksgiving, I think, but I'll check and see if that's the right date. Because I wasn't sure if it was the next week that we needed to close it. But I have it closing before Thanksgiving. We've already made the announcement at the PC and the Board of Education, hoping that the recruitment plan will get approved today. We'll post it on the website and the homepage. The community groups brochure, I'm in the works of getting email addresses because I know that not a lot of people are in the building at these places. So I'm working on getting email addresses. I'm visiting all of their websites and the email addresses that I can find, I'm going to send them the brochure and a digital announcement, not with not so much detail, just a very basic digital announcement. And then I'm also going to send that digital announcement to the school sites. I don't think that it would be worthwhile to send the brochures to the school sites since there's not that many people out there. There's no parents and nobody's actually going into offices. I know when I've gone to Stonebray, Miss Matisse has a little table sitting up there that, you know, nobody's going in there. So nobody's going to be looking at the walls. So I'll send a digital graphic to the office managers and the principals and also ask them to post it on the school site's website. So we can get the word out there. And then of course, the legal ad and the daily review.
And I don't take it now, so Christy, I can't check. So,
So
okay.
here's the recruitment group. This hasn't changed. I did look up a lot of them and you know, took out the ones that weren't around anymore. But I've gotten about halfway down the list and I've probably found about, I don't know, 60-70% of that have emails. So if anyone else has any email contacts that I should send it to, please you know, forward that information to me and I'll make sure that it gets out. And then I plan on getting that out by the end of the week.
Okay.
I believe that's what it said. And then the brochure is just very similar to what we've done in the past. It just explains what the role of the commission is and the eligibility requirements. The digital announcement, let's see. I've worked on it a little bit. Let's see if I can just pull it up real quick. So it's just a 5x7. And then this will just be, this is what I need to change here. And then I also asked Penny to send me one with white words around here so the logo will stand out a little bit more. So this is something that, you know, I'm looking to send to the school sites, and then just this top part here would be, you know, posted, and then they could click it and all the rest of it would come up.
All right, I
And all
have a
the
question on the requirements.
Yeah, this isn't the right requirement.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is from the, no,
I
Yeah, it has
don't have any of that.
no, this was the template.
Okay.
This was just the template.
You'll be
And that's why I
looking
said
for
I have a
two.
draft. No, I have.
They're the same, must reside within the school district, must be an
Yeah.
adherent to the merit commission.
That's right
Yeah.
here.
I think you have to be
Yeah,
a
no.
citizen also.
I was like 22, huh? What are they going to
Yeah, you
work?
have to be
Yeah.
22. Yeah. No, that was just the basic, the template that I'm using. So.
Okay.
So anyways, this is the information that's in the personnel commission rules. And so my timeline and my recommendation covers all of those 5 points. And then also I just put down in here, in light of the current health order, staff will send a digital announcement to all school sites for them to include it in their newsletter, peach jar, and social media accounts. And then staff will make every attempt to email the digital announcement to each of the interested agencies. And then we'll send the brochure via US mail if I cannot find an email address. Okay, anything,
Okay.
anything else you guys want to add? Any other strategies that we may be able to use to get the word out?
It looks pretty much the same as what we've done before.
Yeah, the problem is going to be where a lot of businesses aren't open, or, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
aren't there. So
Gone out of
Right.
business.
Yeah.
Well, we always know that the best advertisement is word of mouth. So make sure
Right.
you're out there hustling for us.
Yeah. Well, I've had one call regarding
Oh, good.
it, but no guarantees on that one. But
Okay.
yeah,
And someone called you, or
Yeah.
you called someone?
no, they called me.
Oh, good.
yeah, I've made a
knows me.
call, but I haven't heard back from anybody yet. So
Okay.
No, I got a call and then I asked somebody. So we'll see.
Okay. And then I also created the application in our online form, just because I know, you know, with everything going on, it's hard for people to print an application and mail it in, and I'm not at the office very often. So I have the application online to where they can fill it out electronically.
That's
So,
good.
and submit it to me, and then I can, there's a section where I will check all of the requirements. If they meet the requirements, then I would send it to Fernando. If they don't meet the requirements, then I would send them the letter and say, you know, thank you for applying, but you don't meet the requirements.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All
I
right.
know it's always a lot of work doing this, so appreciate it.
This, yeah, and this will be my first one that goes the full
This new one.
process.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's assuming there's, you know, I mean, if it's one, then it's, but if there's 2 or 3, then, you know, there's that whole back end piece where you set it up with our bargaining, you know, our unions, school board, you kind of set the meetings up, and then, you know, so yeah, this is going to be a learning experience for me. And so,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a lifelong learner. Every day is a learning process.
That's for sure. Okay, thank you.
So
We'll move
Pat,
on.
just prepare to be here until February
Or March, or in my case,
or
April.
March. Yeah.
yeah, well, I'll stick around until you get a good replacement.
Good, good. Okay. So we just need a
Okay.
vote on that one.
Looks like we've gone all the way through.
No call for the vote.
We need a vote.
On, yeah. All those in favor of approving recruitment plan for the personnel commissioner vacancy, say aye.
All right.
Aye. Opposed? None. Okay,
Okay.
so that's
and
all
then-
of our agenda items.
Let me just, let's see who's still here. It's just Jackie and Debbie. Jackie and Debbie, did you have any comments on the closed session agenda? No hands. So we will now adjourn to closed session. Everyone got the email today, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so we'll adjourn at 5:50. We're getting good at these, guys.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we're getting faster and faster.
We
All right.
are.
See
Okay.
everybody in a minute.
Okay, see you guys.
All righty, bye-bye.